Alright. Welcome to my video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So I've been meaning to do something along these lines for a while now, to start some kind of web series. I think that's how it could be called, where I put out the occasional video of, well, I don't even know yet of what. I think it's probably sharing my experiences, or perhaps some more like deep dives such as this one is probably gonna be. So why am I doing this? It's for a couple of reasons. The main one is that I just find video to be a really exciting format, a really exciting medium of communication. There's, I think, virtually endless ways in which you can kind of put together a video to tell a story, to communicate ideas. So I'm kind of excited about that stuff. I think it's can be a really fun, creative outlet, creative expression. And two, I've already had some interesting experiences and opportunities come my way from being more open about what I'm doing, being somewhat more open about some of my experiences. So I think this like opening up is and doing something along these lines is a good idea for that reason as well. And thirdly, this shit makes me fucking uncomfortable. Being like more open and more communicating in a more open manner is something that kind of is outside of my comfort zone for sure. And I'm well aware of the fact that that the fastest way towards growth is to dive straight into those discomforts, or let's call it what it is, those kind of fears. So that, I think, is also an important part of my journey. So yes, those are some of the reasons of why I've decided to to do this, commit to it for a while, even if nobody watches, doesn't matter. All right, let's go upstairs. I've been expecting you. All right, so now, currently, in this moment, we are on the roof of my apartment building here. Wait, let me show you around. This is what Ho Chi Minh looks like, which is where I'm staying at currently. Glory of Ho Chi Minh, also known as Saigon. I come here to contemplate life in the evenings and to read books. It's a great place to be. Alright, back to the cocoon. So, what I thought it would be appropriate to discuss in this first episode of the Tomass show is to kind of, I thought it would be appropriate to give some context as to where I'm at, what I'm doing, how I'm doing this, why I'm doing this, perhaps some of the experiences that led up to me deciding that I want to do this, and perhaps also my favorite part, dive into some of the philosophy, some of my philosophy behind kind of this way of living. Actually, originally I thought I would do this deep dive about all this stuff, like dive into the various experiences that led up to this, describe everything thoroughly, but I just realized that would take 30 minutes or so. Is the camera good? I think it should be good. So that's why I'm gonna just touch on the various angles that there is to this stuff. Alright, so a year ago or so, I went to a country called Chile. Chile, down to South America. Originally I planned it to be 2 months for a educational program called Exosphere. It happened in Viña del Mar. Was a great time. I met a lot of very interesting people who see the world differently, have very different perspectives about life. During the program, I went to Brazil. I didn't want to miss the Olympics since I thought, all right, since I'm in this continent, I'm gonna go visit Rio and see how the Olympics is going on. And wow, that was just an amazing experience. Not just the Olympics, that was crazy, but in a good way. But Brazil and Rio in and of itself, the people, I really enjoyed that. It felt very good being there. It felt like home almost. So alright, I went back to the program to finish it. After the program I thought, alright, so since I'm here, I should travel. I went up to Peru, went to Machu Picchu. I went to Buenos Aires in Argentina. I went to Uruguay, and then lastly, I thought, all right, I really loved it in Rio. I really loved the vibes there. It was very enjoyable for me. So I decided, all right, 2 weeks, I'll just stay in Rio, just chill before I go back to Europe. And the experiences that took place there for me, the kind of just the synchronicity that happened showed me that I guess that was in a sense the test flight for this kind of what later became what later led me to decide that I want to do this nomadic thing, become live nomadically, live for brief periods of time in different places. So I just met great people. I had such a great time. It was at one point I looked around. I thought like, wow, it's like I'm living someone else's life. Totally different environment, totally different people around me. But it's like I'm living somebody else's life, like in a good way. It was kind of strange even. That's what showed me that in a short period of time you can connect with people, enjoy the culture, and have a really good time. It was just really fulfilling for me, really exciting. And also at that same period of like doing that stuff, I also was still working on my things, on my projects. So yeah, it was in many senses like a test flight. And then one of the reasons why I had to come back from those awesome experiences that I was having there was because I hadn't really set myself up that I could do this without an end date. So that's when kind of things became clear of what I wanted to do. I came back. I took care of all the loose ends. I got rid of all my stuff. Gave it away to friends, to family, to charity, like everything, like my TV, my computers, my desktop and another one. And yeah, I just because stuff, if you own a lot of stuff, it kind of ends up owning you in a sense. And also I set myself up in terms of paperwork, so that I would be able to be remote. Work remotely, and that's another thing that I gotta touch on. Everybody's always curious how I finance this stuff, and what I've been doing for a while now is a publishing business of sorts, producing, publishing, selling print books, ebooks, print books, and audiobooks, that sort of stuff. And that kind of that doesn't really require someone to be in a certain place. Now there's a bunch of different ways that one can be location independent. And well, actually lately I've also been actually putting more energy and time and also money towards a different project, which involves a lot of stuff. One of which is building software, fairly sophisticated piece of software. But I'll keep that under wraps for now. So yeah, that and then I basically took off, spent some time in Indonesia so far, which involved a lot of nature-related activities in nature. That's, you know, exploring jungles, climbing mountains, surfing. But wait, why am I explaining this to you? Let me show you. Cue the montage.
Oh yes.
Make a subscribe.